Hello everyone, and welcome to the Floating Swamp Hardcore. It's a brand new series that I'm starting on my channel, and I'm really excited to release it. I've put a lot of work into these videos, so if you could even like it, I'd really appreciate it. With that out of the way, enjoy the video. To start things off, I totally forgot to hit record, but my spawn had 3 sheep directly around it. I kill them, and immediately create a bed. I go off to explore, kill some more sheep, and spot a ruined portal not too far from where I started. I crafted a pickaxe to mine out the surroundings in hopes of finding the chest, but it turns out it was just on the other side of the portal. Smart. The chest contained some gold tools, including a golden helmet with cursive binding, which I was smart enough to not grab. Given that last hardcore world, I just grabbed a cursive binding helmet. Now I've got to break it. It kinda sucks. I head off, kill some more sheep, and dye my bed light blue and begin mining. Grabbing just a few cobble blocks, I craft a furnace and a chest in a place that will eventually become my house. I continue mining and immediately strike a coal vein, which lets me cook up the mutton I got from earlier. For the rest of the day, I grabbed some wood and began the first layout of my house. Beginning day 2, I built up a foundation for my base, which includes creating an actual entrance and building a floor. In fact, nearly all of this day is taken up by either gathering wood or building my house. So, as it gets darker, I get down a few chests and prepare for day 3. I start off day 3 by looking around the island, seeing the different structures I could potentially go for if I were to go that far down. After that, I gather some wood and begin making a roof. Doesn't look too great, but I decide to deal with that later on and decide to mine to the bottom of the island instead. Carefully making my way down, I create a lookout spot, hoping to eventually create something better with it. After that, I go explore, kill some pigs for a more sustainable food source, and head to sleep. Before I could do that though, a zombie spawned right by my house. I had to get out quickly and kill it before it disrupted my sleep further. After killing a few other mobs around my house, I went to search for some exposed iron on the side of the island. After mining all the iron I could, I made away with around 14 pieces. I went home, smelted it up, and the first priority on my mind was to get an axe. And although I could use axes for combat, my objective was actually to gather more wood so I could keep working on the house. Before working on the house though, I crafted up an iron pickaxe and an iron chestplate. Not for any particular purpose, I just decided that utility and defense would be king in hardcore. I began working on a basic staircase roof, but didn't have enough wood or time to finish it up. So, with the moon rising, I planted a few saplings outside and went to bed. I finished up the rest of my roof, lit up the inside of my house, and made a simple storage system with 8 double chests. In fact, this was all I did that day, so here's a quick time lapse of what happened. Starting off the day, I venture out to find cows for item frames. I wanted to organize my storage system properly after all. I organize all my items and get some torches to light up the mine I made a few days ago. With that, I head to sleep to prepare for day 7. So here's the problem with day 7. In fact, this also applies to day 8. Almost none of those days, except for the last bit of day 8, is actually recorded. Fortunately, the only real progress I made these days is that I started working on a wheat farm. So luckily, you guys didn't miss anything too important. Starting off the day strong, I grabbed the gold block that was just sitting in front of the portal. I'm sure I could make use of that later. Remember how I made a water bucket? Neither do I. It was probably during the day 7-8 period, but thanks to it, I was able to make an incredibly dangerous trip way below ground to some bones. The only real use for them too is for bone meal. In hindsight, I'm pretty sure I just wanted to do something risky and see if I could get that far below the surface. After that, I expanded my farm, this is a farm by the way, and I went down a mine that I seemingly had yet to go down. Before I could clear it out though, the sun started going down and, not wanting to deal with mobs, I headed home and slept for the next day. Not wanting to forget about mining, I immediately head to the mini ravine that I found the day before. After mining everything I safely can, I ended up with 53 coal and 24 iron. Pretty good. But after making full iron armor, not much really happened this day. It ended up being pretty pointless. So, I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. I'll be posting unedited versions of the days over the next week. I'll be uploading these every Saturday, so stay tuned and I'll see you guys next time.